You notice her smiling a little too wide after the breakup, posting more, laughing harder, acting like she just got out of prison, not a relationship. And it hits you like a wave. Was she pretending the whole time? How is she this happy, this fast, without me? But here's the cold truth. When a woman seems too happy without you, she was already detaching long before you knew it. That joy you see, it's not fresh. It's not about healing. It's relief. Because women don't leave when they're confused. They leave when the decision is already final in their hearts. What you're seeing now, that sudden glow, the selfies, the nights out, it's her finally acting on the freedom she's been craving quietly. And the hardest part to accept? She didn't just wake up one day and lose feelings. She slowly disconnected, while still in your arms. She smiled less with you, laughed less with you, then flipped the switch when she was ready. Now she's smiling wide, but it's not the smile of healing. It's the smile of someone who's been planning her escape. That version of her you're seeing now, the loud laughter, the carefree vibe, the sudden glow up. It's not the woman she became after you. It's the woman she was already becoming while she was still with you. You just didn't see it, because she was silent about the shift. Women don't always leave physically first. They leave emotionally, quietly, strategically. They start checking out months before the breakup. They stop sharing things. They stop seeking your opinion. They stop caring about the little moments that used to matter. And when they finally say it's over, they've already cried their tears, already grieved the relationship, already rehearsed life without you in their mind. So when you see her laughing, partying, glowing, it's not her being cruel. It's her revealing the reality she's been living in while you were still in love. It's painful, yeah, but it's also clarity. Because a woman who seems too happy without you didn't just move on fast. She moved on early. She moved on while pretending to still be present. And now you're left picking up the pieces, while she's celebrating her freedom like she just got her life back. You might be thinking, was everything fake? Was I just a placeholder until she felt ready to leave? And while it hurts to ask that, the answer might be closer to yes than you'd like to admit. Because when a woman is too happy without you, it usually means she stayed long after the love faded, out of comfort, fear, or convenience. And once she found the strength to finally cut ties, her happiness looks exaggerated, even unnatural. But that's only because you're still in the pain. You're still processing the loss. See, when a man loses a woman, the pain often comes after. But for women, it usually comes before. By the time she walks out, she's already gone through the phases, the sadness, the anger, the disconnection, in silence. So her glow isn't always genuine joy. Sometimes, it's just emotional release. But don't be fooled. That happy version of her, it won't last forever. Because underneath the smiles and the freedom, she's watching one thing closely. Your reaction. She wants to know if her absence broke you. If you'll spiral. If you'll chase. If you'll watch her thrive and start questioning your own worth. But the moment she sees you standing strong, not bitter, not broken, just unbothered, that's when her performance starts to crack. Her laughter gets louder. Her posts get bolder. She's out with new people, doing new things, acting like she's never been this alive. But don't let that fool you, because the louder the performance, the emptier the silence behind it. She's putting on a show, not for herself, but for you. She wants you to see her joy. She wants you to feel like she's winning. Because if she can make you believe she's better off without you, then maybe she can convince herself it's true. But here's what she doesn't expect. She doesn't expect you to be quiet, to hold your frame, to level up without needing to prove anything. Because when you don't chase, when you don't react, when you don't crumble, it shakes her. Suddenly, her validation isn't working. Her new glow isn't getting your attention. And the question starts creeping in her mind. Did I lose a man who is stronger than I realized? That's when the illusion of her happiness begins to crack. Because no woman feels complete when she sees a man she once had, thriving without needing her. That's the moment she starts to miss you. Not because she wants you back, but because your silence reminded her of everything she underestimated. Here's the part she never tells you. Her new happiness? It's often built on distraction, not fulfillment. She'll fill her days with noise, new people, new places, a carefully curated image that screams, "Look how great I'm doing without you." But it's not about healing. It's about avoiding the silence that exposes her doubts, avoiding the memories that creep in when the crowd is gone, avoiding the thought that maybe she walked away from a man who would have stood by her forever. She wants to feel free, but freedom without direction can quickly turn into emptiness. And while she's out trying to convince the world she's better off, what she's really doing is trying to outrun the ghost of what you two had. Now here's your role. You don't try to interrupt her journey. You don't try to fix what's no longer in your control. You rise. You rebuild. You refocus. Because your silence, your growth, your peace, those are louder than any message she's posting. And trust this. She's watching. Every story, every move, every sign that you're not stuck in the place she left you. And if she feels like she's the only one pretending, that's when the mask slips. And reality hits harder than she ever expected. She'll post the smile. She'll flash the outfit. She'll toast the wine glass like she just escaped a cage. But here's what's really going on beneath the surface. She's measuring her new freedom against the comfort of the man she let go. She's asking herself questions. Why isn't he reaching out? Why does he seem fine? Did I misjudge his depth? See, when a woman expects you to break, and you don't, she's forced to confront something uncomfortable that maybe, just maybe, you were the one with real emotional power. Because emotional control is rare, especially after heartbreak. Most men beg. Most men fall apart. But the ones who don't, the ones who rise in silence, those are the men she can't forget. So while she's laughing in that photo, just know, there's a part of her mind still anchored to the version of you she never got to fully understand. Not the man who gave her everything, but the man who didn't need her validation to feel whole. And it's that man she replays in her head, not the texts, not the dates, not the soft moments, but the quiet strength she never expected to see after she left. That's the version of you she's starting to miss, even while she pretends she's never been happier. So when you see her laughing a little louder, smiling a little too wide, acting like you were just a chapter she closed without emotion, don't get it twisted. That performance isn't proof she's over you. It's proof she's trying really hard to be. Because women process emotion differently. They grieve in silence before they leave, but they celebrate loudly after, not always because they're free, but because they're trying to convince themselves they made the right call. And when you stay calm, when you don't chase, when you don't try to insert yourself into her post-breakup happiness, you flip the script. You stop being the man she left and become the man she can't stop wondering about. Because while she's out there putting on a show, you're doing the one thing that matters most, evolving. And in the quiet moments, when the party ends, when the lights go out, when the new faces don't feel like home, that's when she remembers you. Not the version who needed her, but the one who grew stronger without her. So don't be fooled by her glow. It may be loud, but your silence is louder.